Interest.
Yeah, that's true.
And Instagram?
And Instagram, yeah.
And now
Of course, everybody's Bible, Instagram.
No, and now the first thing that they do is make a group, right?
Yeah.
So you want to be like, oh, limit the number of people that you're putting in this group, but everyone puts in a whole bunch. So I think like partly you start playing therapist to the family.
Yeah,
Because you're like, guys, like sometimes they put a boy's side and a girl's side both into this group.
That's
So
a
that's a
very
bad idea.
bad idea.
But I think what happens is as professionals, you do play therapist, but you also very cleverly find out that one person in the family who has a strong design sense. And so you only put your questions to that person. And then you're like trying to navigate that, okay, this person in this family has a good design sense, probably that is you and yours. So you try to like, contain them and tame them to be like, let this person decide. And then also I think as professionals, we have to realize that, hey, they are paying us and they've come to us because we are so good at this job.
Yeah.
So like she said, at the end of the day, you're like, okay, I hear you, I respect you, but this is what will be good for your car or for your product. So I think like that is
You
something
have to
that
stay
you
true
have
to
to
the path and the goals. So,
Yeah, I think what Susan was saying, I think apart from sign a prenuptial agreement, they should sign an agreement with you that they need to pay you
and paying for the time, all our time that we put in.
upfront. That is so important.
They should.
Because at the end of the day, they're just shopping and passing on ideas to other people and executing it.
That's true.
That is something. So there's no royalty of that, unfortunately. But I think we all need a degree in human relations to deal with.
I'm telling you, people management is the toughest thing ever.
Toughest, yes.
Yeah, and with a smile.
Yeah. It's like I've had
I
so many.
hear you, and from the other perspective, I do hear you, I understand. It is painful, and like I said, the person, we are 10 siblings, and I'm the 10th one, and we constantly have weddings. Now we have nieces, nephews, grandnieces, grandnephews. It's a never-ending thing, and I understand. Sometimes I have to put my foot down and say, just shut up, let me take care of it. So because they're so confused, and mera wala red, mera wala this. I said, you're not going to get it. Just shut up and do this. You need somebody who can say that as well. But I understand and I hear you. I'm sure a lot of you also have a lot of crazy stories like this. I do hope that we understand all of this. But shifting gears a bit, when we have a family wedding, we're working across 30 to 40 vendors. It becomes extremely challenging, especially you're also a working woman or a man who's working, to deal with so many people. The most important thing, or the most crucial thing, like how you said, to manage people, human relations is challenging. From the client's perspective, what is challenging for us is to trust. So in the design perspective, there has been in the industry, whether we like it or not, we've had bad experiences, whether it is in architecture, interior design, event design. So that has become a challenge for us. So as you navigate working with clients, how do you build relationships early and establish trust? What have you found the most tricky to explain to a client?